This is my childhood home, 720 Morgan Street.
Shoot, Allie!
14. It's more than just a number. It's a symbol of loyalty, of legacy, of giving your all. No matter how many times one door may have closed, you knew another would open. Who knew that door would lead you to your hometown team? The purest sharpshooter the WNBA has ever seen. I mean, let's be real. We all know the three-point contest needs to be named the Allie Quigley Invitational.
No man or woman has ever run a three-point shootout more than Allie Quigley.
The hometown kid dropped 26 points to bring this franchise its first championship.
Quigley has had a big afternoon.
As much success as you had on the court, what this game brought to you off of it would mean even more. In a town that will remember you forever, a franchise whose history you have been etched into forever, and your number 14, the first to hang in its rafters forever. Congratulations, Allie, so well deserved. I love you.
Welcome to the Allie Quigley Jersey Retirement Ceremony presented by Michelin. Please welcome tonight's host, Lisa Byington.
Skytown, how we doing tonight? Man, those images, those memories bring back a lot of memories, don't they? Tonight, we honor one of the league's all-time best shooters, an all-star, a WNBA champion, our forever number 14, and one of the best to play in Chicago Sky franchise history. Can you give Allie Quigley your warmest Skytown welcome? We have a lot of great surprises for you here tonight, but I want to draw your attention over here to Jessica Haas. She is the world's fastest speed painter and the first female speed painter, and she is working on an Allie Quigley masterpiece here tonight. Quicker than an Allie Quigley pulling the trigger for a three, she will be done with her masterpiece by the time this ceremony is done. We first want to hear from a gentleman who has watched Allie in her entire career in her 10 years here with the Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky owner, Michael Alter.
Thank you. So when Allie asked me if I would say a few words, I was incredibly flattered and honored to do it. Being the first person to be honored by the franchise in this way is obviously a very, very big deal, very important, and there is nobody more perfect for this than Allie. Her journey embodies the values of what the Chicago Sky have always stood for. Many of you may know her journey, but it started here in the south suburbs of Chicago in Joliet, and then, and then she went on to follow her sister and play at DePaul with the Hall of Fame head coach, Doug Bruno. And her dream was always to play in the WNBA, but there weren't a lot of people who believed that would happen. But Allie always did. She was drafted late in the second round and bounced around for 4 or 5 teams in 4 or 5 years. And in fact, the year before she came to Chicago, she wasn't even playing in the league because nobody thought she was good enough. Yeah. So she came to Chicago, and for 2 years in a row, she was the 6th player of the year. Then she became a starter and became an all-star for 3 years. And all of you remember, I'm sure we've all were mesmerized by her WNBA All-Star three-point shooting contest. There'll never be anybody like it. And of course, her proudest moment, I'm sure, and the most important one for our organization, was leading our team to a championship. And those values that she represents, and unbelievable hard work, fortitude, resilience, loyalty, and the belief, even when no one else did believe, is why Allie is just the perfect person to be the first on the Rafters. And I'm so honored to be here on behalf of the Sky organization to welcome you and all the fans here tonight and everywhere. Thank you so much, Allie, for everything you've done.
Michael, thank you. We all need a good point guard in our lives, right? And for Allie's 10 years here in Chicago, she had one of the best to ever play the game, and is responsible for a lot of Sloot's assists. And Sloot will be the first to tell you that. There's no one better to talk about Allie Quigley as a person and a player, and what kind of teammate she is on and off the court, than Courtney Vandersloot.
Hi, everyone. First, I just want to say I miss you all, and I really miss being out here on this court. But thank you all for coming out, especially tonight. This is obviously a very big night for Allie, but also myself, our family, and the Chicago Sky. I have a feeling Allie's going to come up here soon after me and say how lucky she is to have played for the Chicago Sky. And she's right. But I'm going to take the 2 minutes they gave me to talk about how lucky we are that Allie chose the Chicago Sky. I know her career path has been told. She was cut from a few teams before ultimately the Sky giving her her first shot. But let's not get it twisted. If those teams had a do-over or any other team had a shot, they would have loved to have Allie Quigley on their roster for a decade. And I know this because they told me. Allie chose the Chicago Sky over and over again, and that's the epitome of why her jersey is the first jersey to be in the Rafters. Allie made me a better point guard. She made me a better teammate. She made me a better leader. But most of all, she made me a better person. She also helped me and everyone in this building become a champion. I am so lucky she chose me to spend her life with. As a lot of you may know, Allie made the ultimate sacrifice, put her career on pause to have our first child a few months ago. And I will make it my life's mission that Jana will not only know how great of a shooter her mom is, the purest and best looking jumper the game has ever seen, but also how strong her float game is, how sneaky her handle is, and even though she was the sweetest person on the floor, she had a little nasty to her. I will make sure she understands her mom's loyalty, commitment, and absolute team player mentality is what every franchise dreams of when choosing their players. Allie, thank you for being the perfect example for every player, young and old, but most importantly for our daughter. And thank you for choosing the Chicago Sky. We love you and congratulations.
Vander Quigs, the ultimate connection, aren't they? Michael Sloot talked about Allie's story being a story of perseverance. She was cut 4 times before she fittingly found a home here in Chicago. 40 minutes where she grew up, in the city where she played college basketball. She is Joliet's own. She is DePaul's own. She is Chicago Sky's own Allie Quigley.
we go. Anyone who knows me knows speeches and being the center of attention are just not my thing. I'd rather be spotted up in the corner shooting threes, that's for sure. My time with the Sky has been nothing short of a storybook. It's kind of hard not to think of the championship when I think of my 10 years with the Sky. I can still remember it like it was yesterday. Down 11, heading into the fourth quarter, I thought to myself, all right, time to start letting it fly, no regrets. So I made a few threes and even threw a mid-post bucket in there. Then my work was done. The rest was up to number 22, the all-time Sky assist leader, and most recently, the all-time leading scorer. Remember her turnaround jumper against Brittany Griner? I do. You know what I miss hearing? You guys kind of did it at the beginning of the speech, but I miss hearing "Sloot." I've missed it, and I can't wait to hear it again next year. I love you, and thanks for being my best teammate on the court and in life. I'll always remember bringing a championship to this city. Talking about it will never get old. The championship, and tonight, wasn't possible without so many people in this arena. Michael Alter, thank you for bringing a WNBA team to Chicago. Back when I was around 14, my friends and I dressed like WNBA players for Halloween. We wore Sparks, Liberty, and Comets jerseys. Thanks to you, little boys and girls can wear Sky jerseys of their hometown team. Shout out to my nieces and nephews here for always rocking my jersey. Jackson, Logan, Flynn, JP, and Emery. You know, in my 10 years here, I never took a free agency meeting. That's how much this place meant to me. I still can't believe I grew up 40 miles from here and got to play for my hometown team. Thank you to my Joliet family, my DePaul family. A lot of you are here tonight and have meant so much to my journey. Thank you to the fans for always showing me so much love. To the entire Sky organization, I appreciate you guys, and I hope I get to thank you all in person tonight. Thanks to all my teammates for believing in me, always telling me to keep shooting. I needed that confidence. And lastly, thanks to my family and friends for always coming to the games, even in traffic, Donnie. You know, I played for overseas for 14 years with no one really in the stands that I knew. That was tough, but playing in Chicago, it meant so much to look up in the crowd after every game and see you guys. It made the wins sweeter and the losses a little bit easier. There's just not enough words or time to let you all know how much this moment means to me. My last game in 2022 was a tough one. I remember blowing a kiss to my family, knowing it was probably my last game. So here's one final kiss from this court. I love you all, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
All right, time for the moment we've been waiting for. The first jersey to hang from the rafters in Chicago Sky franchise history. 14 years in the league. She was number 14. Let's not count down from 10. Let's count down from 14. Are you with me? 14, 13,